Everyone, we are going to kick off in 5 minutes. So how this is going to work is MC is going to intro the weigh-ins, and then the first thing we're going to do is draw for the foreman, and then we're going to kick off the weigh-in straight away. So you basically pretend that you're weighing in like normal. Just have your shorts on, ready to go. So there's no waiting for undressing and dressing and all that. Just have no shirt and your shorts on. You'll weigh in, MC will announce what you weighed in at, and then your opponent will weigh in, we'll go main event down, and then you'll face off, get your photo, all of that jazz. Once that's over, we will coordinate you all for a group photo. So you can put your shirts and stuff on, but please leave your shorts on so that when we do the group photo, everybody is in just their MTL shorts like they're fighting, okay? After the group photo, we will set immediately up ready to go for the press conference, which is the 3 titles and the foreman. And then we'll get straight into the press conference, and then that's it. You're good to go. The whole thing should probably take 30 minutes, all right? And just make sure too, guys, we're going to have professional photos and video. So we need this whole area down here clear just so that no one's accidentally running in front of the camera or anything like that. So just the fighters down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official MTL15 Major League weigh-ins and press conference. Tomorrow night, for the very first time in MTL history, the MTL Super Welterweight 4-man tournament will take place right here in our new MTL Arena at the Southbank Piazza. We're gonna pick out of the hat 4 fighters that will compete in the MTL 4-man tournament. This will decide who versus who in the 2 semi-final fights. Let's bring up the hat. Monty is our hat for today. All right, our first semi-final. We've got Daniel Matthews coming down versus Billy Coulter. That is your first semi-final 4-man tournament. And picking out our second, we need Ashton to come down. Ashton versus Caleb Curley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your semi-final 2 fights tomorrow night. All right, now we're going to do our weigh-ins. So, our first fighter up to the scales, your headliner, Jonathan, the Prodigy, Ayulu. And your second half of our headline, Matthew, the Package Stevens. Come to the scales. Jonathan Ayulu, official, 69.7 kilograms. And Matthew, the Package Stevens, weighing in at 69.7 kilograms. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Your MTL 15 Major League headline. A rematch for the ages. Your next fight weighing in for the WBC Welterweight Nikon Tom title, Butch Cassidy Haberfield and Pet Sipmonchai. Butch Cassidy Haberfield weighing in at 66.65 kilograms. And his opponent stepping on the scales at 66.65 kilograms. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for your Nikon Tom title contenders. Next to the scale, for the WBC minimum weight world title, defending her belt, Lucille. Weighing in at 44.75 kilograms. And Nadeshiko. Officially weighing in at 44.1 kilograms. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Your minimum weight world title. Next to the scale, Fight 7, Daniel Tharkoon and Ben Warboy Wilson. We are moving to our 4-man weigh-ins. So your first fight is Billy Coulter and Daniel Matthews. Billy officially weighing in at 69.65 kilograms. Next to the scale, Daniel Matthews weighing in at 69 kilograms even. And your second semi-final 4-man tournament, Ashton Redroot Johnson and Caleb the Inspector Curley. Ashton weighing in at 69.6 kilograms. Caleb officially weighing in at 69.2 kilograms. All the 4 men on stage. Your 2 semi-finalist fights for MTL15 Major League. And now to the scale, Daniel Tharkoon and Ben Warboy Wilson. Daniel weighing in officially at 56.4 kilograms. And Warboy weighing in at an even 57 kilograms. Next to the scales, Jack Matthews and Corey Superstar Sia Towns. Superstar weighing in at 63.35 kilograms. And Jack weighing in at 62.8 kilograms. Next to the scales, Brock, Big Sock Rowley, and Super Nong. Big Sock weighing in officially at 60.7 kilograms. Super Nong officially weighing in at 60.65 kilograms. Next to the scales, Callum Butcher and Blake Mays. Blake Mays first to the scales, officially weighing in at 60.75 kilograms. Callum Butcher officially weighing in at 60.65 kilograms. Next to the scale, Dara Doherty and Mandingo warrior Mohammed Kenna. Dara weighing in at 76.55 kilograms. And the Mandingo warrior officially weighing in at 76.8 kilograms. This is your opening fight for our main card, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. And our prelim fights. Can we have, stepping onto the scale, Bodie, the Boogeyman Watt, and Jaden Carroll. The Boogeyman weighing in at 61 kilograms even. Jaden Carroll weighing in at 60.7 kilograms. Next to the scale, Liam Hanna and Callum Bonney. Liam Hanna officially weighing in at 72.15 kilograms. Callum weighing in as well at 72.15 kilograms. This prelim card has got bangers written all over it. Next to the scales, Dom Lee and Paddy, the Pitbull Hartney. The Pitbull weighing in officially at 54.85 kilograms. Dom Lee weighing in officially at 54.85 kilograms. Your next fighters to the scale, Kai Den Brabber and Andreas Ruka. Kai weighing in at 57.75 kilograms. And Andreas weighing in at 57 kilograms even. And your first prelim fight kicking off MTL15 Major League. Your two fighters, Ben Bubba North and David the Slim Reaper Greenwood. Ben Bubba North officially weighing in at 71.25 kilograms. And the Slim Reaper weighing in officially at 71.45 kilograms. Make it loud, ladies and gentlemen, for our first prelim fight of MTL 15. And all fighters that are featuring on the MTL 15 Major League card come down for a group photo.
Alrighty, so first up, right in the center, we're going to have Jonathan Aulu and Maddie Stevens on the podium, standing up. Next level, we've got Cass and Petch, and then on the knees in the center, Lucille and Nadashiko. That way we can see all three. So can we just get those ones? Yep, so Maddie, yep. Can we get everyone on red side on this? Everyone on red on this side, everyone on blue on this side, please. Picking up your belts, swapping over, please.
And we can start so then you're not having to worry about us. Yeah?
Alrighty. You guys just pick up your...
Where, yeah? There? Yep.
Yep. Alright, then we'll have the red side of the four-man and the blue side of the four-man up on the podium. Next, we'll get Brock Nang and Corey and Jack. Four-man reds, four-man blues. Got Jack here. And then Corey. No, not Corey. Yep. And then Denzel and Ben. Yep. I think you swap around. Ben here. Yep. And then we'll go Brock and Nang. And guys, we're going to have to get a little bit squishy, or how wide is your lens? So if you guys are standing kind of on, not front on, please. So the middle can be front on. Everyone else, you need to angle in towards the center. Next, we will have, I think, who's after Nang and Rowley? Sorry, I don't have the fight card. Callum and Blake? Yep. And then we've got our last pro fight, Mohammed and Daryl. Yep. I think we might put. Yep. And then all the prelims on the red side and the blue side. So. So are you guys going to kneel down? So Ben, you'll be on the end. Dom, we'll go from the last inwards. So we've got to have, Dom there, Ben there, and then you two swap over for me. I don't know. I think we might have to put, do you think put? Yeah, you guys going to squeeze in. Yep, put that knee in. And who's your opponent? This one? Yep. All put your lead knee forwards. Oh yeah, rear knee. Oh, yep, cool. All right, how does that look, Asha? Can you see everyone? Alrighty, everyone, look at this camera here, please. Yeah, do not look at any other camera. Look at this one here. 3, 2, 1. MTL15 Major League. Woo! Okay, guys, just quickly, are the main events up until Denzel. Oh, do you not want to get that? Okay, never mind. It's all good.
We're just going to set up for the press conference, guys. You're all good.
Amazing. Well, welcome to Kia. Congratulations on making this monumental event. How does it feel to have this such an arena for MTL15?
I'm so excited to be here. It's always such a relief once everyone's stepped on the scales and everyone's made weight and everyone's fighting tomorrow. So, yes, the worst part is done.
Absolutely, yes. Everyone's made weight, and we've got absolute bangers on the card. Is there any fights that you're looking forward to?
Oh, to be honest, I think about this and then I'm like, oh, but then there's that fight. And then there's that fight. So I honestly think, I think this is definitely I say this all the time because it's my favorite card yet, but from top to bottom, every fight's going to be like fireworks, yeah.
This has got to be the most stacked MTL card in MTL history that I could research.
Yeah. I think, and just, I know that so many of these matchups, like I try to achieve when I match them up, genuinely just don't know who's going to win. It's going to come down to whose night it is, and that's what I'm always looking for. And there's so many of those, so yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see here, and to book an arena like Southbank Piazza, that's like such a big effort, and congratulations to you for securing that. What sort of things went into that for it to be possible?
Yeah, setting up for this has been a huge challenge. So many elements that, I probably took for granted our other venue on the Gold Coast being so easy. So
Absolutely.
This has definitely been like a huge, huge challenge. But we're here and I'm so pumped. There is going to be over 2,000 people here tomorrow. The tickets are absolutely flown out the door. So I called on the Muay Thai community to come and support this show. We said we were going to burn the boats and go all in, and I wanted bums in seats. We've got that because I know from the ticket sales there are huge numbers coming. And so I'm super grateful that that's happened. And, tomorrow the place is just going to light up.
Absolutely. And not to mention our debut MTL four-man tournament. Give us some words about that. Yeah,
so it never goes perfectly smoothly, but I'm so excited that, this week to have Ramesh unfortunately had to withdraw. We reached out, there's a few other shows on the same night, so we reached out to a lot of people all at the same time, and then I was just watching all of these, no, sorry. It's a hard task to ask anyone to step in on a fight in a week's notice, let alone potentially 2 fights.
Absolutely.
So Caleb, he's actually been training the whole time just knowing that the odds of someone withdrawing.
He's taken a few leg kicks. He's taken a few leg kicks, the inspector, to get this fight. So the fact that he's pulled it off in 1 week's notice is absolutely monumental. It's actually kept our whole MTL card together pretty much.
Yes, he's definitely saved the day.
Yeah. Nakia, like, I'm absolutely honoured to be here emceeing for MTL once again in our new Southbank Piazza arena. What sort of things can the fans expect tomorrow night?
So, I mean, we have 5 amateur prelims, and all of those prelims are really, really promising up-and-comers. A few probably not far off going pro, so that's sort of what we're always looking for. We've got one under 18 fight, and the other one's just really good quality, high-level prelims. So it's just going to be fireworks from get-go. And then at 5:30, obviously the pros kicking off, and we're opening with Muhammad versus Dara, which I think is just going to be an insane fight to open the show with. And
it's, credit to your booking skills, my goodness. But yeah, the prelims, it's probably got to be the most experienced prelims we've had on an MTL card.
Yeah, well, the goal for the prelims has always been to use our development league and our amateur shows to have it, like, to keep a close eye on the people that are coming through. And so these guys are quite experienced. So to put them on the prelims, probably on that later end of their amateur careers, hopefully being able to bump them up to the main cards in the future. So it's always good when that comes together.
Absolutely. And MTL just goes above and beyond for grassroots Muay Thai, especially with our development league series, which is coming up on September 13th. Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. And, is anything the fans need to know before?
No, I mean,
you can
obviously, it's not too late to get tickets. So, yes, I think it's all going to be happening, and it's just definitely going to be a show you want to see live.
Absolutely.
But if you're out of town or out of state, livecombatsports.com.au is the only place you can view it.
Yeah, exactly. Buy the pay-per-view, guys. This is going to be such an epic night in Australian Muay Thai history, and a credit to the work that Nakia and Benji have done here for MTL and all the fighters here. I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of them, but what an honor it is to perform in front of so many people, thousands of people.
Yes.
Let's wrap this thing up.
A huge thank you to everyone for the support. We'll be back. We are going to head over to our press conference now so the fighters can come and sit down. And we're going to have representatives here from Fight Record, from Full Thai Rules Australia, and from Oz Muay Thai. So 3 leading media companies have prepared some questions for the fighters. So we're going to wrap up this and go over to that now. And then everyone can go and eat and rest and get ready for a big day tomorrow.
Amazing, Nakia. See you, everyone, tomorrow night, August 9th, MTL15 Major League. Tune in.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Max. Hey, brother. I'm Cody.
Nice to meet you, Cody.
Pleasure to meet you, man. Absolutely.
Are you doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been really fun. Yeah, getting the opportunity to do this. Yeah, especially all the other guys that sort of took their jobs. Yeah. For MTL, they've got like 60 years experience between them. So it's like. I'm not quite well versed in that play-by-play just yet.
Yeah.
I don't.
They got me doing it, and I don't know what I can do either. So
you know what you're doing. Shut up. You got it. No, when I seen your name on the commentary team, man, I was like.
You can come sit down.
Sorry. All main card fighters coming and sitting behind your name tag.
That's the second MTL tattoo, actually.
Yeah?
Yep, there you go.
The translator's not in the shot, right?
You guys aren't sponsored by anyone else, eh?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the official press conference for MTL15 Major League. We'll be taking questions from our media correspondents. First questions go to our main event, Jonathan Ayulu and Matthew Stevens.
Hey guys, we just got some questions from Oz Muay Thai. So, Jonathan, you're headlining in Brisbane. What does this mean to you?
Here we go. First off, I'll start by saying thanks to Nakia, Benji, and the MTL team for putting together a great show. It's an honor to headline such a card. What was the question again, sorry?
What does it mean to you to be headlining in Brisbane?
Oh, yeah, it's an honor. It's home. Yeah, grateful.
And Matthew, are you looking to... it's your first time fighting in Queensland. Are you looking forward to putting on a performance?
Yeah, can I just riff on this for a little bit?
Go for it.
So thanks, Nakia, for finally getting this one arranged. We were due to meet in sort of March, April, but then there was floods and things like that, which postponed that fight. And it's been a tough fight to organise in the last, however long it's taken. But I'm really grateful to Jonathan for taking this fight and actually putting this together. So there's a few things I want to say. Firstly, both of us are ranked in the top 20 WBC. But I actually think those rankings don't belie the quality of what this fight is going to be. I think both of us are probably top 10 fighters. I believe that anyway, so, I don't really care what anyone else thinks, but that's what I think. And, they say styles make fights, and John's got a very authentic style. I've got a very different style, and our styles will clash tomorrow night. You're going to see that. You're going to enjoy that. And I think the fight fans are really going to get their money's worth for that. So that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is, if you ask me now what I want for this fight to be, the outcome, what my hope is, I hope at the end of the fight that both Jonathan and I are able to stand up, shake hands afterwards and go home safely to our families. Jonathan's, he's got his beautiful family here. I've got 2 young kids of my own. Having kids, you realise what's really important in life, and that to me is the most important thing, spending time with my family, and they'll be there at the fight, and hopefully our families can catch up afterwards and be all sweet. Now, that's me saying that right now with daylight between us. In the ring tomorrow, it's going to be a different story, okay? I'm not going to be worried about who's going home and doing what. It's business tomorrow. I'm coming here to win. There's a big shiny green belt on the line. I'm coming here to take that home, and there's nothing and nobody that is going to stand in the way of that for me. I've fought 8-man tournaments with broken legs. Still won. I went and fought Yord Wicker with a torn calf. Still went 3 rounds with him. Okay, there's nothing that's going to stop me from putting a show on tomorrow. Okay, I'm an animal, and I've got a heart like Farlap and balls like him too. So you're going to see that tomorrow night. Cheers.
Thank you.
Sorry, what was the question?
Thank you. Moving on, we'll jump back over to Jonathan.
No worries.
All good. Yeah. All right, so Jonathan, coming off a stoppage win in May, are you hunting for another finish?
I'm not thinking about that last fight. I'm thinking about tomorrow night, and I'll do what I got to do. If a knockout comes, it comes. But we're just there to win, whether it's points, whether it's knockout. I'm there to win.
And Matthew, your fight name is The Package. What part of your style gives you the edge over Jonathan?
Yeah, so I'm a tough fighter because I move my feet, I move my head. I'm difficult to pin down. I can do it all. I can punch hard. I can kick hard. I can move. I'm elusive. I can fight on the front foot. I can fight on the back foot. So, and, I'm quite cerebral. I can read fights. I can read the tempo. I can see what's going to happen. So I start to put the pressure on. Like I said, I've got a heart like Farlap. I genuinely do. I can go the distance. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. But let's be clear, John's an exceptional fighter. He's an exceptional talent. He's a strong fighter, and he's going to be walking forward the whole time. And so I'm going to have to do quite a fair bit of work to counteract that. But that's my plan.
All right. Jonathan, with Matt's style, what's his biggest danger?
He's unpredictable. He's something to style up himself. He's just unpredictable. He's got a good eye and he's explosive. But I'm not worried. I'm just there to do what I got to do. And we'll see what happens.
Matthew, what would it mean to you to become the first ever WBC Oceania champ?
I guess in one respect it would mean a lot. These titles they're nice to win, and it's nice to have these types of records. But I don't fight for titles or records. I fight for me. I fight for my family. I fight to show them, what you can achieve with hard work and discipline and respect ultimately. So, winning the belt will mean a lot. Being able to strap it on my son and have him wear it will mean a lot too. But again, like Jonathan said, not really thinking about that. That's in the far depths of the back of the mind. There's business to do first tomorrow.
Jonathan, your pick for the foreman, who is it and why?
I got to back my boy Ashton. Ashton for the winner.
And Matthew, for you, who's your pick for the foreman?
The bloke with the long legs. Caleb, sorry.
Jono, have you brought any new training partners or changed any strategy for this camp being a rematch?
Nah, nothing changes, man. We just work harder. We just do what we normally do. It works for us. I've trained out of my gym since day one. I don't need to go elsewhere. Might spar a few different people here and there, but you back your own team, bro. Nothing's changed.
And Matt, have you been keeping up with Jono's fights over the last 2 years, and do you think he's evolved in between the time you guys last fought?
Of course I have, and absolutely I do. He, like I said, he's an exceptional fighter. He's got genuine international experience now. Just won a 4-man tournament in China last year. Was it last year? And mid last year? Yeah. He is evolving. We fought each other, we're going nearly 2 years ago now. I've had 10 fights between that. He's probably had the same. So, and like I said, maybe I didn't say this, but let me say it now. The last time we fought was in the middle of an 8-man tournament. He had a really tough first round fight against Victor Hugo. They both put each other down. It was a war. Jonathan won it comfortably, I thought, but he was banged up and bruised. I finished my first fight in the first round, and I walked away very, very clean and unscathed. So that fight that we had, I was fresh and he wasn't. So there's none of that this time coming around. We're both coming in fresh. It's a 5-round fight. This is like I said at the start, this is something that the fight fans are really going to enjoy.
Jono, if you win tomorrow night, is a trilogy on the cards?
Yeah, I think it's only fair. You know, he's given me the chance to get the dub back and even the scoreboard. I think if all goes well, then yeah, why not a Fred?
Jono, welcome back to the MTL stage. What was your biggest takeaway from fighting Matt Stevens the first time, style-wise?
Fuck, he had a good jab on him, eh? I copped out a few times. He's just his unpredictability. You know, he's typical Thai stylist, which makes it a bit tricky. But his ring awareness as well. He's really good with his movement.
Matt, Jonathan has stated he's happy to fight you on any terms, being a slugfest or even an elbow ball. Do you plan to give him what he's asked for?
Well, there's 5 rounds, so we can do a kicking round, we can do a southpaw round, we can do an elbow round, whatever he wants. Let's go.
This one will go between both of you. Jono, do you have any piece of advice for Matt leading into tomorrow?
Come ready, man. Let's do it.
I'll be ready, John. I'll see you in there, mate.
Let's slug it out.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, so this next question is for Billy. So are you carrying momentum from your last fight into this tournament?
Yeah, I guess I am. I had a good outing, had a good win, didn't really stop training, so I guess you could say I've got momentum at the moment.
And Daniel, welcome to Queensland. How does it feel fighting on the same card as your brother Jack?
Feels good. We've fought on a couple cards together, so it's pretty much just like home, I guess.
All right, Caleb, your viral social media series, Taking a Leg Kick Till I Get a Fight, has over 1.2 million combined views. Do you think that helped you earn this late call-up?
It did help a bit, but we also, it was a 4-man tournament, and they never go clean in any promotion, so we let Nikki know, pretty early on, if you need anyone, I'm available. So I'm always ready. I've stayed ready pretty much the entire time. And last week, Monday, I think, got the call up. I'm like, ooh, sweet, about time. And am happy to finally jump in the ring. I'm sick of taking those leg kicks. But, I think the leg kicks did help get my name out there. Now I just get to perform, showcase what I really do.
Question from Full Tie Rules on that, Caleb. Who gave you the hardest leg kick in your recent social media trend you've started?
There was a few hard ones, eh? That random guy at the bungalow, at the pub, man. I didn't even know he could kick. But turns out he could. But that was that big guy, that big Nui, 120 kgs. I'm like, did a run up as well. I'm like, stuff this. I thought the series was done there, but. Yeah, I'd say Nui. Nui gave me the hardest one for sure.
I'd like to go to Petch. You've been fighting in Australia for a few years now, and you fought a lot of well-known fighters amongst the Australians. Where does Cass rank among those fighters that you fought now?
I have to say, let's back him first. I want to say thank you, Nakia, because he put me fight in the show. And I'm not too good English, but I have to listen and speak to him. And I first fight in the MTL. I want to show everybody this my style. Everybody remember me. Oh, this pet. I want to show elbow, punching, kick, everything for tomorrow. Yes.
This question's for Ashton. Ashton, does having main event contender Jonathan Oulu as a training partner give you the experience needed to go toe-to-toe with tomorrow night's contenders?
Well, 100%. Me and John have been training for a long time together now, and I've only gotten to where I am now by having a quality training partner like Jonathan, someone who's been fighting at the top level for a long time now. That's that kind of experience is invaluable for a young fighter coming up. So yeah, it's definitely helped me.
Next question is for Nadeshiko. Nadeshiko, welcome to Australia and welcome to Muay Thai League. Are you confident in your K1 kickboxing ability to compete with the current world champion under Muay Thai rule set?
なでしこさんの K1 のスタイルでムエタイの試合にも対応できる自信はありますか？
日本でも何試合かムエタイの試合を出たことがあるので問題なく戦えると思います。
She's had a few matches in Japan with the rules, so she feels pretty confident moving forward tomorrow.
Have you watched any of Lucille's fights from when she's fought in the K1 circuit in Japan?
ルーシールの日本の K1 シリーズの試合は見たことありますか？
もちろん見たことがあります。
Definitely have seen some of her matches.
What would you say is the biggest advantage over the current champion, Lucille?
ルーシールと戦うにあって一番の利点は何だと思いますか？
自身の得意なのがやっぱりパワーとスピードなので、スピードで上回ってるかなと思います。そして明日の試合はやっぱりワクワクしています。
Her biggest advantage would be speed and her power, and she's very excited to compete tomorrow against Lucille.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Question from Fight Record to Lucille. Lucille, what does it mean to you to defend your WBC world title on home soil and on MTL?
MTL has become home, and we are sitting literally in my backyard, and it's become this big thing that I don't like to leave my backyard. So thought I'd bring my world title defence right to it. So obviously I haven't fought in Brisbane since 2023, so I'm really, really excited to kind of have that home ground advantage again. Like my family, my friends have been travelling to the Southport, and I've had a few overseas fights recently. So to be back in Brizzy and back on MTL and to be on the first Brizzy MTL show, it does definitely mean a lot to me.
By successfully defending your world title, you will be solidifying yourself as one of the greatest in your weight division. What else do you want to achieve in your career?
I want it all. I want all the belts. I want to be unified. I don't even necessarily want to be known as, that fighter with every single belt. I just want to be known as one of the best in the world and the best to ever do it. I want to test myself on the RWS scene as well. I'm not sure if there's a 100-pound division over there, but there wasn't one in Australia, so I'm sure we can make one on RWS. But yeah, I just want to be known as one of the best, and I want to fight any 100-pound girls in the world.
Next question is for Cassidy. You'll be facing another experienced Thai opponent in Pech Sitmunchai. What are your key strengths in this matchup?
Yeah, firstly, thank you to MTL for having me, and I'm really looking forward to fighting a quality opponent. I'm underrated on the scene, so I'm gonna show that I belong here. So my strengths are strength. Obviously, I'm a short, stocky dude. I've got power, and yeah, I'm gonna show.
You're the hometown boy tomorrow night, fighting at a packed Southbank Piazza. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I got a lot of people coming, so yeah, keen to put on a show for them.
Daniel Matthews, traditionally you've started slower in your fights. How has the change in format changed your style?
I guess you just have to be more aggressive and come forward more. But I'm not afraid to pick up the pace early or anything. It is only a three-round fight, so yeah, I'm trained for it.
Do you believe, being the only southpaw in the tournament, that you feel this gives you some sort of advantage?
I'm sure the boys have trained against southpaws or fought some in their career, so who knows? We'll just have to find out on the night.
This question's for Billy. Billy, welcome back to the MTL stage. Your last performance in the Gold Coast tag team saw you at times taking on two fighters while your teammate needed time to recover. How do you think that performance will advantage you heading into the four-man eliminator?
Well, I don't know, that's a weird question, I think. I think that performance doesn't give me any sort of advantage. These guys are completely different to the guys I fought that night. So it's a completely different stage, I feel, completely different atmosphere. It's going to be... It's different. It's different circumstances, you know. We had that weird tag team thing going on, which was awesome. Loved it. Fun. But this is different. A different mentality to the style of fight that we're having. So, yeah.
You seem to have an unbreakable belief and confidence. What is your biggest motivator and drive in your career?
That's easy for me. My biggest motivation and drive is I have Jesus. I have him. He helps me every single day. He helps me fight these guys. To be honest, I don't really care who I'm fighting if I have him.
Amen. Thank you, brother.
Amen.
Petch, I'm going to ask you a question. For full Thai rules, what do you know about Cassidy and what are you expecting for this fight?
I know him. I think him really good punching. I just only block fight loud. I block fight loud. Not hit back. Just only block. That's it.
What do you believe your strengths are coming to this fight? What's your strengths?
Tomorrow, like my style, I think punching and low kick.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, question for Daniel. What part of your fight style gives you the edge over the other three contestants?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a big kicker, and I just love to kick, and I find my left kick any fight. So, yeah, I guess my kick.
Ashton, last time we saw you, you successfully attained the WBC and WMC state titles and told us you wanted the big fights. How does it feel to finally be moving the needle in the right direction?
Look, this is something I've been asking for a long time. I feel like I've been in the trenches, grinding out the tough fights, you know, chipping away, getting the wins, and being in the position I am now, it's not something I want to waste. So a lot of effort has been put into this camp, and I'm very confident in my performance tomorrow night.
All right, Cassidy, you have always been known as an athlete, from local AFL legend back home on the Gold Coast to now rising star in Muay Thai. What do you attribute your success to as an athlete?
Yeah, that's a great question. I have been an athlete a long time, and I basically love everything to do with the human body, and, you know, every advantage I can get, I'm taking. So, yeah, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to preparation.
Next question for Lucy. Lucille, you have stated that you want to chip away at Nadeshiko like you do with most of your opponents. Do you have a game plan in case she has an answer for your leg kick?
I like to think with my leg kicks, everyone thinks they're going to have an answer for it, and I think that's the beauty of it. I do have a lot of other skills and a lot of other things that I can do to these opponents, but the leg kick, honestly, just usually spines a home. I have also got experience now up against the girls that do fight in kickboxing, so I am used to that speed and that agility and that in and out. So for me to kind of have that in my back pocket and to know how to, you know, this is Muay Thai, it's not kickboxing, I can slow the pace down, I can clinch up, I can do whatever I need to do to control the fight. So it's not just me and my leg kick, it's me and a bunch of other skills, it's just usually the leg kick that finds a home.
Caleb, for you, in your last outing with Ashton Johnson, Ashton walked away victorious with the belt. Is his participation in tomorrow night's four-man eliminator giving you the chance to avenge your loss?
100%. 100%. I'm so keen. Like, obviously, going to his four-man, that is definitely one of the fights I've wanted to take back. And it's 3 rounds as well. I don't have to worry about that 4th round gassing. But, yeah, like, I've developed so much since that fight as well. I've had 2 fights this year against strong opponents, getting finishes as well. Yeah, I'm just a different fighter now. And I know how to fight. I'm bigger, stronger, better. So I'm keen to bring that into the ring tomorrow night. Kick some ass, eh?
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our MTL15 Major League press conference right here at our new MTL Arena, Southbank Piazza. See you tomorrow night, August 9th. Tune in to Live Combat Sports for the pay-per-view. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.